In Section 4B, we define matching funds and how to calculate them. We then use an example to show you how to verify if you have budgeted the correct amount of funds. Simply put, the match is a portion of the costs that you or your collaborators are required to contribute toward the project. One reason the government likes to include matching funds is so that you are thinking about how you will sustain the project past the life of the grant. You will have the option of providing a cash match or in-kind contribution toward meeting the requirements of the match. The cash match or in-kind match may come from you or one of your collaborating partners. A cash match is an actual cash contribution, something that is being paid for, such as staff time, supplies, or services. In-kind is a non-cash match, such as personnel, goods, or services that are donated toward the work of the project and measured in terms of their value. Where does the match come from? What is included in either a cash or in-kind match? These are the questions we will now answer. Your match may include non-federal public or private funds, funds that are not used as a match for other federal grants, and can be in the form of either cash or in-kind. We will now describe cash and in-kind support in more detail. Cash is the most common and easiest way to keep track of a match. A cash match is an actual cash contribution from your own funds, from a donation, or collaborator on the project. You may also use funds from another grant source that allows you to use their funds as a match. Please note, you may not use other federal grant dollars as a match. In-kind contributions typically come from the grantee organization or collaborators as staff or volunteer time, goods, or services. Goods would be items that you will use during the project year, such as office supplies. Services could be from a translator or graphic designer. An in-kind match may include such things as the value of donated space that you use for your project or travel costs to and from meetings. You may have to estimate the cost of in-kind items. For example, if you are using volunteers, you estimate the average amount of money that would be paid for someone doing that job. To determine the amount of support you are required to provide, you first need to know whether or not your project serves a poverty or non-poverty area. In Section 4A of this module, we discussed how to use Exhibit A to find this information. You are responsible for a 15% match if you serve a poverty area and 25% in a non-poverty area. This percentage is calculated from the total project costs. What is the total project cost? How is it calculated? To calculate the total project costs, you add together the amount of funds that you are requesting from SCDD and the amount you are contributing in matching funds. As we previously stated, if you are serving a non-poverty area, you are responsible for 25% of the total project costs, and for poverty areas, 15%. To check if you provided the correct amount of matching funds, you multiply the total project costs by your required 15 or 25%. The result should equal the amount of dollars you had listed as matching funds. Let's look at an example, the Ruby Red organization. Ruby Red is an organization that is serving a non-poverty area. Projects serving non-poverty areas are required to match 25% of the total project costs. To see if Ruby Red contributed the correct percentage of matching funds, you have to first compute the total project costs. Ruby Red requested $18,750 of SCDD funds and contributed $6,250 of matching funds. $18,750 plus $6,250 equals a total project cost of $25,000. Did Ruby Red provide the right amount of match? How will we know? Ruby Red has to provide a 25% match because they are serving a non-poverty county. To see if they are correct, you need to multiply 25% of $25,000, which gives you $6,250. This is the exact amount that Ruby Red indicated on their budget. Good job, Ruby Red. You provided the correct amount of matching funds. You will need to keep track of your in-kind or cash match by using timesheets, receipts, and documenting reasonable costs for donated services and goods. SCDD expects that you will keep this information as part of your financial records. Should SCDD request to see this documentation, you will have it. On the SCDD Budget Detail Worksheet, you are asked to state the source for your matching funds. Remember, matching funds cannot be from federal funds. We will discuss the Budget Detail Worksheet in the next section.